Hello everyone, my name is Kadek Nicelia Pramesti from 3C Math Education and the last 3 digits of my student ID number is 052. In this video, I will introduce you to learn about quadratic equation. So, first of all, we have to know what is quadratic equation. An example of quadratic equation is 5x squared plus 3x plus 3 equals to 0. Okay, that yellow sign makes it quadratic. The name quadratic comes from quad, meaning square, because the variable gets squared, like x squared. It is also called an equation of degree 2, because of the 2 on the x. Okay, the standard form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0 when a, b, and c are known values and a can't be 0. So x is the variable or unknown. We don't know it yet. Some examples. 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. Okay, in this one, a equals to 0, b equals to 5, and c equals to 3. Examples number 2, x squared minus 3x equals to 0. This one is a little more tricky, so where is a? Well, a equals to 1, as we don't usually write 1x squared. And b equals to minus 3. And where is c? Well, c equals to 0, so it's not shown. Examples number 3, 5x minus 3 equals to 0. And oops, this one is not a quadratic equation. It is missing x squared. In other words, a equals to 0, which means it can't be quadratic. Okay, first, using quadratic formula. X equals to minus b plus or minus roots b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, about the quadratic formula, plus or minus. For the plus or minus means there are two answers, like x equals to minus b plus roots b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a, and x equals to minus b minus roots b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, the discriminant. Do you see b squared minus 4ac in the formula above? It is called the discriminant because it can discriminate between the possible types of answer. When b squared minus 4ac is positive, we get two real solutions. When it is 0, we get just one real solution. Both answers are the same. When it is negative, we get a pair of complex solutions. Some examples. Solve 5x squared plus 6x plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, these coefficients are a equals to 5, b equals to 6, and c equals to 1. Okay, we just put in a, b, and c to the quadratic formula, like x equals to minus 6 plus or minus roots 6 squared minus 4.5.1 divided by 2.5. Solve x equals to minus 6 plus or minus roots 36 minus 20 divided by 10, and we get x equals to minus 6 plus or minus roots 16 divided by 10, and we get x equals to minus 6 plus or minus 4 divided by 10. So we get the answer x equals to minus 0, 2 or minus 1. Okay, number 2, solving general quadratic equations by completing the square. We can complete the square to solve a quadratic equation. Find where it is equal to 0. But a general quadratic equation can have a coefficient of a in front of x squared. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. But that is easy to deal with. Just divide the whole equation by a first. Then carry on. X squared plus in parentheses b divided ax plus c divided by a equals to 0. Okay, steps. Now we can solve a quadratic equation in 5 steps. Step number 1. Divide all terms by a, the coefficient of x squared. Step 2. Move the number term c divided by a to the right side of the equation. Step number 3. Complete the square on the left side of the equation and balance this by adding the same value to the right side of the equation. Step 4. Take the square root on both sides of the equation. Step 5. Subtract the number that remains on the left side of the equation to find x. Okay, some examples. Example number 1, solve x squared plus 4x plus 1 equals to 0. Okay, step 1 can be skipped in this example since the coefficient of x squared is 1. Step 2, move the number term to the right side of the equation, like x squared plus 4x equals to minus 1. Step 3, complete the square on the left side of the equation and balance this by adding the same number to the right side of the equation. Okay, so we got b divided by 2 squared equals to 4 divided by 2 squared equals to 2 squared equals to 4. So we can get x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals to minus 1 plus 4. And x plus 2 squared equals to 3. Okay, step 4. Take the square root on both sides of the equation. So we get x plus 2 equals to plus or minus root 3 equals to plus or minus 173 to 2 decimals. Step 5. Subtract 2 from both sides. Okay, we get x equals to plus or minus 173 minus 2 equals to minus 373 or minus 0 to 7. Okay, number 3, solving by factoring quadratics. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. A quadratic equation in standard form. A, b, and c can have any value, except that a can't be 0. Okay, it is called factoring because we find the factors. A factor is something we multiply by. Okay, some example. Multiplying in parentheses x plus 4 and in parentheses x minus 1 together called expanding gets x squared plus 3x minus 4. Okay, we can expand and factor. In parentheses x plus 4, point in parentheses x minus 1, expand to x squared plus 3x minus 4. Okay, that the expand and that the factor. So, in parentheses x plus 4 and in parentheses x minus 1 are factors of x squared plus 3x minus 4. Just to be sure, let us check. Okay? In parentheses x plus 4 and in parentheses x minus 1 equals to x in parentheses x minus 1 plus 4 in parentheses x minus 1. We get x squared minus x plus 4x minus 4. And we get x squared plus 3x minus 4. Okay, yes, x plus 4 and x minus 1 are definitely factors of x squared plus 3x minus 4. Okay, thank you everybody who's watching this video. I really hope you will understand my explanation earlier about the quadratic equation. And bye bye, see you in the next video.